Hey, what's up, guys? This is Beer 3030 bringing you for episode 1 of the franchise rebuild of the San Diego Padres in Major League Baseball, the show 2020. I'll just give you kind of a breakdown of what Beer 3030 franchise rebuilds are going to be like. I don't make any crazy trades. Example would be like the San Diego Padres trading for somebody like Giancarlo Stanton from the Yankees. It's just not realistic, so I don't really do it. All right, I try to keep. I'm going to war with the boys, man. I'm going to war with the real Padres. Now, I will be making a couple trades, and we're going to go over that here shortly. But I'm a lifelong Padres fan, so I genuinely want these guys to succeed. So I like playing with them on the game. Number one rule of manhood: you should inherit whatever your father inherited. What I mean by that is, if you are from Texas and you're a Yankees fan, you're probably a terrible person. But anyway, let's go into this episode. We're strictly going to be building the opening day roster here. I'm pretty close. So we're going to take a look at the roster. If you look at this screen right here, they're saying the Padres are going to be last. We got news for them. All they're looking at is last year's stats. They're not looking inside the heart of them was beaten inside these men's chests. So we're gonna prove them wrong, all right? Check it out. That starting pitcher, we got Dinelson Lamet, we got Chris Paddock, Garrett Richards, Joey Lucchesi, and Zach Davies. I'm going with 5 starting pitchers. I usually try to go with 6, but next season you see we got Mackenzie Gore in the shoot. We got all this hot talent lava down the major leagues. All these A potential prospects, couple B's down low. So we're going to go 5 this season. We'll jump up to 6 next season. I'll probably try to add another solid starter in the offseason if I can in free agency. But if not, like I said, we're going to stick to the boys. Really, it's dependent on the success of Garrett Richards. Baseball's back, guys, and both these two dudes in the opening 2 games of the season pitched really well. Dinelson Lamet gave up 1 earned run. Paddock only didn't give up any. So they're off to a good start. I honestly don't know why they put Chris Paddock down at an 80. I think they started him at like an 86, but I just downloaded the new roster so that I could have Mookie Betts' 8,000 year friggin' deal so that he doesn't go to another team in the offseason. He kept going to the back to the Red Sox. He's jumping the Dodger ship like he should. At relief pitcher, we're pretty solid in the bullpen. I thought the roster gods kind of did us a little bit dirty, but we got Tim Hill. They just got done trading for this guy over to Kansas City. They traded one of my favorite players, Franchy Cordero. That might come to bite us in the ass later on, but Tim Hill's a solid pitcher. He's got that weird delivery. Left-hander. Emilio Pagan, solid. Got him from the Devil Rays in the offseason. Craig Stammen's been a Padre for a while. He's getting up there in age at 36. Drew Pomerantz had a pretty solid season, 75 overall. I don't know, he got cheated a little bit. Jose Castillo is a monster. He throws really hard. He's a left-hander. We got Luis Perdomo. He's been with the team forever. We'll kick the tires on Luis. He's only 26. And then we got Matt Strom, who it was only a 71 overall in the game, but I always pitch well with him. He's a left-hander. He's got a weird delivery. And no need to touch this position right here with Kirby Yates. He's a bear. This is where things get interesting. We got Francisco Mejia. We got Austin Hedges. We got Luis Campusano down at AA. I rake with this dude. He's a switch hitting catcher. He hits for friggin' a little bit of power. Austin Hedges won't hit his weight, but he is arguably the best defensive catcher in Major League Baseball. That doesn't get much done when you're playing a video game. Austin Hedges is the last guy on the Padres roster I would ever get into a fist fight with. That dude's a goon, man. He's a tough dude. But like I said, I'm probably gonna offload him over to the American League. I already got a team in mind. It's probably the Oakland Athletics. We actually did trade a catching prospect over to in the offseason to get Jurickson Profar. But he's a 79 overall catcher. I could really fix the Athletics catching situation by offloading Austin Hedges over to them and picking up a couple prospects. I'm not looking for anything but prospects in return for Austin Hedges, who's a B potential catcher, man. He's good. We got Eric Hosmer, man. We're paying for leadership here with Eric. But that guy has gone like 5 for 6 already this season. He's got 6 RBIs. He's been crushing it. We got Josh Naylor. He's really an outfielder. He's a left-handed hitter. Hits for a little bit of power against right-handed hitting. We're going to platoon him out in the outfield. Greg Garcia, our utility second baseman. Jerson Profar is going to get the starting job. Nothing more to say about old Manny here. He's the starting third baseman. No need to have a second third baseman on the roster. Add a shortstop for the Padres. This is another position where we're just loaded on talent. We got Fernando Tatis Jr. He's the star of the team. Jorge Mateo. He's another player that we traded over to from the Oakland Athletics. But one of these guys is our second baseman of the future here in C.J. Abrams and Gabriel Arias. We got Tommy Pham, got the left field locked up. Traditionally, I haven't hit well with Tommy Pham, and I've traded him at the trade deadline in the past, and because of his age, and he can go help a team that's about to make the playoffs. So we'll always keep that in mind with Tommy Pham. I don't have much loyalty to the guy. He just started playing for us, so I don't even. He's a good ball player. Trent Grisham's going to be our starting center fielder. Left-handed hitter. Got decent speed, decent fielder. He doesn't hit left-handed pitching well, so we'll probably platoon a guy out in center field against left-handed hitting, which is kind of terrible for us because we see a lot of it against the Diamondbacks, and the Dodgers have a lot of left-handed pitching. We got Will Myers, man. Let's see what we can get out of Will. He hits for a lot of power. He'll hit bombs. But it's definitely a position of concern. Like I said, I'm putting Josh Naylor out there in right field too. He's got a gun of an arm, so we'll platoon those guys. So that's what I got as far as my opening day roster. I'm going to go out and make a couple trades. I'd like to pick up somebody that can hit left-handed pitching, another right-handed bat. If you guys see up in the top right-hand corner, I only have 25 guys on the active roster, so I can add another one. I got to make some maneuvers on the AA and AAA rosters just to make sure that they meet the requirements of 26 players. I got 28 sitting at AAA, 29 in AA, so I'm gonna have to move some dudes around. But give me a second. I'm gonna go out there and bust some trades, son. All right, guys, I'm back. It took me way longer to figure out this trade with the Oakland Athletics than I would have liked to, but here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna get rid of Austin Hedges. Starting pitcher Jared Eichhoff. He didn't make the 40-man this season. He's sitting in there with the that group of 60. He's probably not going to get used unless barring any type of injury on the big team this year. I think he played for the Phillies last season. He didn't do so hot. And we're throwing Ty France out there too, just because that's what it was going to take for me to get this deal done. I didn't really want to do it, but I'm going to. I really don't even want to make this trade. I just want to get rid of Austin Hedges to a team in the American League that could use him, and that is the Oakland Athletics. So we're gonna talk old Billy Bean. This is the guy that I wanted. If you look at the starting pitching prospect, Jesus Luzardo, they weren't giving him up, man. I was gonna have to give up one of my shortstops, and I was not gonna do that. So I'm going to get this guy, Marcus Brito. 19-year-old second baseman. He's a switch hitter. That's important to me. We'll see. I don't really need him, nor do I really need Randy Dunbar, but he's got this wicked-ass beard, so we're going to roll with him. And I think, if you look at where he's at now, he's got good vision. He's got pretty good power and contact. He's a freaking defensive liability, but as you can see, he also plays first base. So, we're going to go with old Randy John J. Dunbar over here. And then just to boot, I just grabbed some relief pitcher, way down in their bottom barrel. He's 21, but he had a good BB per 9 and HR per 9, so we'll see what he's all about. And, the sale was the Jerry curl, man. Check that curl out. You got to pay big dollars for that. That mustache is pretty solid, too. So we're going to go with old Gene Whitmore. That's a pretty solid name, too. So let's make this trade to the Oakland Athletics. And they said it sounded like a good deal. Billy Bean gave me a phone call. We'll accept that trade, pal. So there we go. That's the first trade. Now what we're going to do is we're going to possibly, I'm going to go look around the league, and I'm going to try to find somebody that hits left-handed pitching well. So I'm going to do a quick search. Something around 65 contact, 65 power, and see if we can find something. All right, guys, I finally figured this one out. I'm going to be trading Michael Geddes and Luis Perdomo for this guy, Omar Carrasco, who I believe plays for Stadium Pizza in Willamar, California. He actually plays for the friggin' AA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners. The friggin' uniforms are almost exactly friggin' alike. So I'm being generous with this trade because they would have taken it with just Michael Geddes. He's a C prospect. Luis Perdomo is a C prospect. Actually, I'm sorry. Luis Perdomo is a B prospect. I'm hooking them up. The Seattle Mariners they're looking pretty sour. They don't got much going for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook those dudes up, make this trade. I don't think this guy Omar Carrasco is a real person. I think it's one of those computer-generated players. So I'm gonna go with him. Over at first base, he does exactly what I need him to do. He's gonna hit left-handed hit. I mean, the guy's got decent power, decent contact. I don't need him to be a good fielding first baseman because he's not going to play because I got old Haas over there. So let's make this trade. They're going to take it. So that's what we're going to go with. I'm going to set up these my lineups and let you guys know how it goes, and then we're going to roll into the season. All right, guys, that's it for trades. My roster is set. All right, I may try to make a move for the Yankees' top prospect, Jason Dominguez, center fielder. That dude's a beast. That's one position I'd like to have a little more depth at is in the outfield. I got crazy good depth in infield and starting pitching. They would make a trade for Ryan Weathers. I'm just not going to do it yet. I'm going to wait till the draft. We're going to pan it out, see how it goes from there. But this is what my opening roster is going to look like. It's going to be Dinelson Lamet, Chris Paddock, Garrett Richards, Joey Lucchesi, Zach Davies. So I didn't touch the pitching. I kept it the same. Down in AAA, we got Mackenzie Gore, Steve Zepeda, Jerry Keel. We kept Luis Patino down at AA just because he's only 20 years old. Adrian Morejon. That is another player that the Yankees wanted over Patino. But whatever. I like Patino a little bit better Morejon, and I think they actually kind of cheated him on his overall, but it's all good. They don't really pay attention to the overall. I also have Ryan Weathers. So as far as relievers, same as before. Tim Hill, Pagan, Stammen, Pomerantz, Jose Castillo, Matt Strom are the guys I'm rolling with. We got Kirby. Webster Rivas is freaking terrible, but he's gonna be my backup catcher. He's not very good, but whatever. We got Campusano is gonna be coming up next season. We're gonna keep him down in AAA for now, barring injuries. Mejia's getting the freaking start, and he's a switch hitter, so he gets to play every day. We got Eric Hosmer and Omar Carrasco, the guy I got from Stadium Pizza. Greg Garcia, Jurickson Profar. Jurickson Profar is going to be my starting second baseman. He's a switch hitter also. I kind of like that asset. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Jorge Mateo, who can also play center field also. We got Tommy Pham locked up in left. Trent Grisham. We moved Taylor Trammell to center field down at AAA. We got Will Myers, and we're going to platoon him with Josh Naylor. And that's the roster, gents. We're going to roll into the season. And show you a little look at the calendar. I'm going to bust out these Colorado Rockies games. And then I'm going to play the best pitching matchup of the Atlanta series, which should be Mike Mike Soroka against Chris Paddock, the sheriff, or Denelson Lamet, depending on who I have starting out there as the ace. I think I'll go with Lamet. I just pitch with him a little bit better. So that's it for episode 1. Press the like button, hit subscribe, and let's get this season rolling. Like I said before, I play every game. So I'm going to go like every 10 games or so, I'll give you guys a new episode. I do have a job. I'm a grown-ass man. So go Padres. Baseball is back. Let's get it.